Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. 72 degrees here in Redondo Beach, California. The rain was light. The hardest rain is the one that you saw in the presentation yesterday. After that, it rained throughout the night, but not as strong as the video presentation. Today, I'm going to take a walk and talk. I have to go to the bank and get a cashier's check and pay some taxes to the Los Angeles County Tax Board. And so I'm going to take you along for the walk. If you want to go, it's very easy. You can continue to view and watch, and you can go, or you can say, I don't want to go. So, yeah, another nice breezy day. There's a nice cactus, huh? Here's the new telephone pole. And look at the ficus trees. Look at the roots on these ficus trees. This is 190th degree, 190th Street. Here's Domingo. This is where Domingo lives. And we have some items of interest today. Pretty interesting ones. And I'll go over that as I walk. I may take a break. And it's a very eclectic neighborhood. See what these ficus trees do to the sidewalk? The roots are very invasive. And they have what they call these ribbon roots. See these ribbon roots? And this one looks like it's slated for some cutting. They'll cut those roots. Look how thick these are. These have to be trimmed quite often. And they line the street on both sides. And now, should I? Maybe I'll do two parts. Maybe one to the bank and one off the bank. This is brand new. This pad here. And all brand new. That was nice. They fixed that. This used to be the laundromat, and now it's for lease. And there's the foot massage and the body massage. This is a clean one. This is not a dirty massage. This was a clean, bona fide massage. They do everything. I go in there and get my ears cleaned in there. Here's a workout area. And Big Mike's, Philly subs and steaks at the end. The Donut House, Just Fishing. This guy's been here for a long time. He's been here for a long time. And this is small group training and dynamic grit fitness and the foot massage. And this is all right next to my residence, which is very nice. Let's see how long this guy's been here. Hello, sir. How long have you been here? 20 years at least, yeah. I got here in 2004. Yeah, thank you. And he is very good at what he does. He's got repeat customers. Now, across the street is Beach City Cycle, Jade Beauty, Sports Harbor Bar and Grill. Used to be the Anzer Inn. Let me give you a close-up of that. Used to be the Anzer Inn, now it's Sports Harbor. Then they have another thing over here that opened up. This used to be Billy's Cafe over here to the right. Now it's the Hop Saint Brewing Company right next to Sports Harbor Bar and Grill. And Beach City Cycle, of course, 99-cent store. 99-cent store isn't, they sold that to a company. It used to be owned by the family. Now it's a corporation of some sort. The 99-cent store. So you will find items in 99 cents. That was a quiet trash truck, huh? That was a trash truck, but very nice and quiet. And another store for lease across the way. Jade Beauty Spa. And Three Kings Liquor next to the 99-cent store. This poor gentleman just opened up the Wine and Sprints, Mr. B's, and it went out of business as well. A lot of COVID related 19. This is Anza Hardware, True Value. These are all over the country. You probably have one in your hometown. And that's good to get stuff when you don't want to go to a big box store. You pay a little extra, maybe not, and you get what you need, and you get it quick in and out. There's Three Kings across the street. Look at the big ficus trees across the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So quite a nice selection. I wish we had an ice cream. I wish we had a Carvel. This is an office building that's for lease. Let me get it back on the wide shot for you. I think I need a pizza parlor and an ice cream parlor here close by. That would be ideal for me. And anytime you wanted to talk to me, I would be shoving pizza in my face next door. And here's a double telephone pole. You don't see that often. That's a double installation. And what do I got? I got you. So let me go over some of the things that happened today in history. Look at this wonderful tree. God, that's got to be quite a few years old. Look at this. Look at the base on that. Look at that gnarly bark. Just wonderful. Just getting away from the road a little bit. Wow. Put it this way. I don't have the items of interest. I took the wrong piece of paper, so I'll have to do it from memory. Today in history, on the 5th, Barry Bonds broke McGuire's record and hit 73 home runs in a single season. Monty Python's Flying Circus debuted on the BBC. I used to watch that on Sunday evenings on PBS, public television on Long Island. And if you haven't seen Monty Python's Flying Circus, you've got to look it up. You've got to find it. It is outrageous. That debate started the broadcasting today. What else was on items of interest? Here's a little pocket park. They call these pocket parks. And they're little pocket pots. And more ficus. They're trying to get rid of these ficuses as best they can. Some neighborhoods and communities are taking them out to the outrage of the residents, but they just do damage to the infrastructure. Sidewalks, roadways, you name it. And they cause tripping hazards. And then people sue the city or the municipality that it happens in. And before you know it, you got another quagmire, a man-made quagmire. Let me try to think what were some of the other items. Marion Joyner pleaded guilty using steroids on this date. And she was stripped of all 5 gold medals, 3 of which were gold. She was a track and field expert. She was taking steroids. Just hit it once. All you got to do is hit it once. That's it. It's not. Oh, look! I got it right away. Can you believe that? That never happens. I hit it once, and it changed right away. I'm gonna get across here real quick. Big engine, big engine, big engine. Wow, that never happens. I hit the button and I got the little Manny right away. Holy cow. Oh, there's a tile center. That used to be a bank across the way. Now you can go in there and spend some money on some tile. So quite an eclectic group of stores. Like I say, the only thing missing, in my opinion, is a pizza parlor that sells slices, good slices of pizza, and maybe an ice cream store, Carvel or something. Otherwise, you got just about everything you need. This is Anza. This intersection is 190th Street. There you go. And Anza. Look at that. That's a school bus. Okay, let's move right along. We might as well. I don't think I can remember anything else. So she had to give up her, she was stripped of her gold medals. Now, I don't know if they come and take them from you, or you got to give them back, or you get to keep them, but they just scratch you off the record books. I don't know how that works. Here's Starbucks coffee. And you can see the breeze. And like I said, I'm on my way to the bank, so I figured I'd take you with me today. And look at the mushrooms. Wow. Mushrooms. I don't know if you can eat them. Here's your palm tree. This is what you can see a lot in Los Angeles. Palm trees. And remember, palm trees are not native to Southern California or Los Angeles. They are imported, but they like the way they look, and it gives you a real Hawaii type island. Here's CVS. CVS, because I want to pay more for everything, I go to CVS. Yeah, I got a problem with CVS. It used to be Save On, and they had a bigger selection of magazines, you name it, all the different products. The selection was unbelievable. But CVS got rid of Save On, and now you got these thieves in here charging you enormous prices for just about anything. There's my dentist. I called about a tooth problem the other day, but then it went away, so I'm only going if I have to. Do not want to go and get anything done on your teeth unless you have insurance, and I do not have dental insurance. There's a pizza place there, not bad. So they do pretty good pizza, but I guess that would serve as the pizza place. They got a shoe repair. Fantastic Sam's. Cut it any way you want it. I know you're gonna cut it any way you want it. You could tell them how to. You could tell them how to cut it. You could tell them how to cut it. They're gonna cut it the way they want to cut it. And Crown Tobacco, for all you vapors, you can get all your vaping supplies. And your rolling papers and some pipes and all sorts of things to inhale that smoke, whatever type of smoke you're inhaling. I hear your lungs love it. They just love it when they ingest smoke of any kind. They just love it. Your lungs just want more and more and more. O'Reilly Auto Parts. At O'Reilly Auto Parts, after you buy your auto parts, you get a shot of tequila, which is a nice way to bring in customers. I knew a guy that had nothing wrong with his car, but he liked tequila, so he used to go in there and buy, air fresheners and stuff like that, just to get the shot. O'Reilly, keeping everybody together. Play It Again is a chain. I've seen those in Austin. Play It Again, because you can't just to pay the rent in these places. You got to be an organization with deep roots. Play It Again Sports. You can go in there and get used sporting equipment, shoe repair, and leather repair. They'll do some stuff with you there. If you Maybe you're gaining a little weight and you need a little bit of holes put in your belt. It's a nice belt and you don't want to discard it. Just go into a shoe repair and tell the guy you want some holes put in it because you're overeating. Another nail spa, another optometrist, or the first one. And then we got John's Fresh Marketplace. I'm trying to think what the other items of interest were. Here's your palm trees. Last night there was some great television on. I don't know why they have great television that come on real late at night, both public televisions. It was about the coup, the CIA in the United States with the help of the United Kingdom or UK overthrew the government in Iran and installed the Shah. Terribly interesting. Another U.S. Foreign policy quagmire that didn't really do much to make anybody fall in love with America. Here's John's Fresh Market, very nice. And there's the bank. Whenever I see somebody robbing a bank on the news or something, I cheer for them because sometimes that's the only way you can get the money. They got rules and they're not going to break them. People are in there all the time trying to say, do I have enough money? Did this check clear? Can I do? No, you gotta, the teller is not authorized to just, it's like AT&T. When you go into AT&T store, you can try to get a better deal, but they already got it all figured out. All they do is have a room full of people figuring out how to take your money. There's no way to figure it out. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. There's no way around it. They've already got a pre-existing rule-based organization that they are not gonna bend the rules for you. They're gonna try to, it's like a dealership, automobile dealership. Each person that comes into that dealership for car repairs or maintenance is a number, and they try to extract each number amount from each individual walking through the door. And some Americans just don't understand that. You're just a walking dollar sign. Whether it's the dentist, the doctor, the copay, the bank, the retail outlet of any kind, you are a dollar sign. And all they want to do is separate you from your money the best way they can. So this is Chase. So that's it. This is about the end of it here. 17 minutes, going on 18. There's your high tension wires that come from the power plant that they want to take down. But I'll tell you, what happened with that is they wanted to take it down and they had plans to build is an interesting body piercing across the street, spiritual healing center, another hair stylist over there, a lot of vacancies over there. And then over here they got South Bay Tax Advisor Group and the Schooner Bar and Grill. That used to be in Manhattan Beach, but they got rid of those people. They built a daycare center, and the gentleman moved his business here to this corner, Schooner Bar and Grill. So it's a very eclectic little neighborhood, to say the least. So what happens, and here's Chase. I went in here once with Domingo to make a movie, and they got all upset. You're not even allowed to film inside the bank. Yeah, like what are you, afraid of somebody seeing a dollar bill? You know? Everybody's paranoid, you know. There's a nice figure there. Way to go. Big engine. Big engine. Anyway, what happened with I'll just walk it over here and end it over here. Get away from the noise a little bit. Here's a nice stand of trees next to Chase on the right. So you can walk everywhere from my residence, which is nice. So what happened with the power plant, of course the developers wanted to develop it into residential. But what happened is they packed so much residential on that piece of property, of course, because they want to maximize their income. And it was too much and it was rejected. Nice trees over here. It was rejected. They tried to put 14 pounds of SHIT in a 2-pound bag is what they tried to do, and that was because these developments, the developers are not going to live what they develop. They just want to maximize their income. They could care less if you live in a shoebox with 2 windows. They build it, they make their money. Them and the bank are in on it. Everybody gets paid. Yeah, let me just go off on a tangent if I may. I was really naive. They built this brand new SoFi, and I guess I've been living under a rock, so you'll have to forgive me if you already know what I'm going to talk about. I was surprised. They built a brand new football stadium for the Los Angeles Rams and the San Diego Chargers, which are now the Los Angeles Chargers. It's called SoFi Stadium. I did a presentation once, and I thought I'd be going to a football game. I don't think I'll be going to a football game because it's like $300. It's like the Lakers. You can't afford to go unless you're a celebrity or you just want to drop $1,000. You want to go with somebody, so that's times 2. You're looking at like, geez, if I wanted to pay this much, I'd go to Disneyland. Anyway, and I heard they're charging. Now this is still, let me go over here. This is pretty interesting. This is still the wholesale nursery that we've seen in previous videos. It runs along the bottom of these high tension power lines, and that eventually reached that power plant, that eyesore of a power plant on the ocean. So it's $100 to park the car. So even if you get dropped off, how do you get home? If you get an Uber, it's going to take you 2 hours or 4 hours to get an Uber to pick you up. 70,000 people leaving at the same time. It's in a neighborhood called Inglewood, City of Champions, by the way. And look at all the pine trees. These are all pines. Look at them all. And this goes all the way to the power plant, these high tension lines, right on the beach, practically on the beach. On the docks, and then of course the Pacific. And another thing I want to tell you about, you should Google the Wasps. The Wasps was an all-female flight pilots. The Wasps, and these women, these brave women that love to fly airplanes. All the pilots were overseas fighting the war. And I'm not going to tell you which war it is because there've been so many wars. I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, not that war, it was this war. So just look up Wasps. It's the women's Air Force service, Air Force service, Wasps. And they were 36 of them lost their lives. And all the pilots, look at these high tension wires over here. And this just keeps going, and then it stops, I guess, on Hawthorne Boulevard. I got a lot to tell you today. I'm sorry. I'm really, I'm a motor mouth today. But these Wasps, I couldn't believe it. I'm talk about women. You want to talk about women? You want to think women are this or that? You see the Wasps. So all the pilots were overseas fighting the war. So who's going to deliver all these airplanes from the factory? And that's what these women did. They picked up the brand new airplanes. They were making airplanes like, some outrageous number of the war effort. They were building airplanes like crazy, left and right. So they needed to get those airplanes where they needed to get them. Some place called Saltwater. I'm going to have to Google this myself. But anyway, I was impressed as heck, and you'll be too. They flew these planes. 36 or 35 of them lost their lives doing this. They did everything except combat. And they were great. They were great. But they got no benefits. And one time the woman said, this plane is not airworthy. I don't think this airplane is safe to fly. And they said, well, you can fly it or you can go home. And they were treated like... they were treated kind of poorly because that was the time that women were treated, I guess, more poorly than sometimes they're treated today. And they knew it, and they didn't care. It was a time that was a time and a place, and things were different in a time and a place. But I wanted to tell you that And then I think that's it. I think I'm done babbling. It was just fascinating. It's called the WASPs, the Women's Air Force Service. I think it's Women's Air Force Service, WASPs. And they're forgotten, but they did get medals finally. And they got recognized. They all got Congressional Medals of Honor, I think, at one point, or one of those high medals. And it was just fascinating. But so what was the other thing? So I guess I'm not going to no football game anytime soon unless I win the lotto. You win the lotto, then you don't care what the price is of anything. Yeah, give me 4 tickets. Give me 6 tickets. I want to take my friends with me and go see the football game. So that's it. So sorry about the items of interest. I had them all written down. And then Monty Python's Flying Circus, BBC. I think that was 1970 or something. I don't know. Barry Bonds. And here's the back of the bank. And Marion Joyner getting stripped of her Olympic medals for steroid use. Then I had some other crooked people in sports. Lance Armstrong. There was a guy on the Cleveland Indians that was using a corked bat. They found him. So the umpire took the bat and put it in his change room, and then the relief pitcher snuck in and through the ceiling and confiscated the corked bat to try to cover it up, and they found out it wasn't the same bat. That was a quagmire. Who else? There was Mike Tyson's biting people's ears off. That wasn't real good. I think he did it twice, once in an interview and or a pre-fight thing. I don't know. I can't remember what else was on there. And I'm thinking right now, sorry for the delay. Like this doesn't happen every time I turn on the camera. All right, you guys have a great day. It's Tuesday, and it's a beautiful day, and you're walking on the planet. No matter how bad it gets or how bad you feel, just remember you've got an opportunity to be on a non-stop, beautiful revolving ball with a lot of different people doing a lot of different stuff. So if anything, it's exciting if you can look at it like that. Well, I guess you can look at it any way you want. See this house right here? I bet it's worth about $850,000. That's right. Unbelievable. We're in Torrance right now. Just a little shack like that. And that's where we're headed. And that's where it's going. All right, I've talked enough. I've taken enough of your precious time. I hope you enjoyed these presentations. There was something else I was going to tell you, and I forgot. So I'm going to go in the bank, get a cashier's check for the Los Angeles County Tax Board, and that's it. All right, I'm out.